Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and today I have all wedding dress bodices for sale. I have 5 available. I am selling these one per person. If you see more than one that you're interested in, send me your order of preference so that if the first one you want is not available, I can go ahead and get you the second one. The first 4 are just under the weight for first class mail, so they would be around $5.50 or less for shipping. The last one is a complete bodice, and it is going to have to go priority mail, and I'm going to see if I can get it into a flat rate padded envelope. I'm not sure, but let's get started. And the instructions on how to order are in the description box below, and as they sell out I will mark them as sold down below in the description box also. Alright, first up, bodice number 1. I have to give you my usual disclaimer on bodices. While bodices are usually the prettiest and most heavily beaded part of the dress, they are also the most difficult to work with as far as getting appliques off of them. More often than not, the stitching that holds the beads onto the appliques goes all the way through the satin, so you will have to find a way to seal the stitches in the back on the back side so that you can cut them out. This first one, I believe, is an exception to that because I took a peek and it looks like just machine stitching holding the appliques on, so you may be able to seam pick this one and get the appliques off. The rest are not like that. This one has clear sequin. Well, no, I take that back. They may be slightly iridescent, but not very much, that's for sure. Yeah, I do see slight coloration in the sequins. I'm just going to pan down real quick. All of these except for the last one, the sleeves have been removed, and I will be selling those in a future video. I do that so that I can get the weight down so that it will go first class mail and be less expensive for shipping for these bodices. Yeah, these are iridescent. I can see the colors now on some of them. I'm just gonna pan down real quick. You have this fair amount of beading on this. Come on, there we go. Yeah, you can kind of see the colors coming off of the sequins here. This part is hanging off, so you'll probably be able to get that off, probably even the top part of it. And I'm going to pan around so you can see the appliques on this. I'm trying to get it in the light. There is a small dangle in the very center with three dangles coming off of it. And then you've got this coming over the top. So let me show you the back. Back side has quite a few appliques on it as well. There are no satin covered buttons. Matter of fact, I don't think there's any satin covered buttons on any of these that I have today. So that's the back. So this is bodice number 1. I am asking $7 for this one. Bodice number 2 has some really pretty appliques on here. Nice beadwork. These 2 are iridescent sequins, slightly iridescent. I'm just going to pan so you can see this top part here is all on tulle, so you'll be able to get that off easily. There is a dangle in the center of this one. And you have this medallion at the bottom. That's really pretty. These are definitely iridescent sequins on this one. These are kind of hanging off the bottom here. Actually, they're hanging off all the way up to there. Very pretty. There's the, oh no, there's a little medallion here. Here's the dangle up on the neck piece. Right there. And this is really pretty, really heavily beaded up in here. So let me show you the back of this one. Come on. Again, the top part is on tulle, so you'll be able to cut those out easily. And then you have some coming down both sides, the same as on the front. So that is bodice number 2. I am asking $10 for this one. Bodice number 3 is, this one is more of a cream color. I'm just going to pan down. This has nice beadwork on it. Fairly heavily beaded. Down to the bottom. And this is a gorgeous, look at the beadwork on that. These are clear sequins on this one, and a cream, more of a cream colored appliques, and has the corded alençon appliques on this one. Is this the one? No. This one has these really pretty floral clusters on it. Right there, with the large rice beads. There's some pearl or teardrop pearls. Lots to work with on this one. All over. There's a nice cluster in the center. This is the bottom of the neckline, and it goes all the way around. This part is on tulle, so you'll be able to get that off. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Gorgeous. So let me flip it over so you can see the back. Has this unusual, this one was new. The color is called Ivory, size 10. Essence by Esther. And then on the back we've got these pretty ones on the tulle, and more of those same appliques that were on the front. Slightly less beadwork on the back, but there's still quite a bit. Got this gorgeous thing. It was held together with a snap for the closure to keep it. So that is bodice number 3. I am asking $12 for this one. Very pretty. Bodice number 4 is very unusual, and I'll come in close so you can see what's unusual about this one. It has this gorgeous scallop around the entire neckline. Down, and it has this scallop edge all the way around the bottom. This one has iridescent sequins as well. And what's unusual, well, for one, it has lots of beadwork. Look at that scallop that's around the bottom, and this is hanging off the bottom, so this part may be removable, easily removable. And you've got some nice beadwork. And this is what's unusual about this one. On the flowers, there are these rows of, I don't know if you can see that, rows of not loose, but they're attached at both sides, iridescent seed beads. You've got one there. They're all over it. You've got another one there. Another one there. You can see my finger underneath it. They are all over it. Very pretty. You can see the iridescence catching the light. There's another. They get a little bit bigger as they get towards the top. Here's the center. These nice big clusters, and this is the around the bodice. These are like little, almost plastic crystals, I guess. Very pretty, very unusual. I've never seen anything like that on a bodice before. So let me come out and flip it over. And it has the same beadwork on the back. You have lots of these ones with the seed beads on the back as well, all over it. No satin covered buttons on so far. There's more of those. These are just clusters at the bottom here, and there's that hem around the bottom also. So this one is bodice number 4. I'm asking $14 for this one. And lastly, this one is a complete bodice. If you're a dressmaker and you want to do the rest of this and make it into a wedding dress, you've got everything you need. This one is very unusual as well. The design of it, it has the champagne scalloped satin. I don't know if that's showing up very well, but this is like champagne colored or taupe colored, probably more of a taupe colored satin going down here with a heavy beadwork. I'm going to come down so you can see it, but I just want you to see the overall design. These gorgeous big flower beaded clusters all over it. Down to the bottom, this part is hanging off, and then at the bottom of that section coming down is this gorgeous rolled rose with cream and taupe and pearls, and then it has a long tails coming off of, tails and loops coming off of that. Isn't that pretty? It was so unusual. I love it. And of course that can easily be taken off and used on something. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And this has the sleeves. I'll show you that in a minute. So let's come down and take a look at what we've got here. Look at those beautiful. These are clear sequins. Gorgeous flowers all over this. This is the one coming off the end. And these are all around the bottom as well, hanging off the bottom. And here's that beautiful rolled rose with the taupe and cream and the leaves. Very pretty. Love that. And you have lots of these pearl clusters, these pearl flowers going all up that scalloped swag on it. Look at that. So pretty. heavily beaded, heavily beaded. This was a gorgeous dress, gorgeous dress. And you see up along that taupe scallop, there's these flowers all the way up. And then around the edge of it is this heavily beaded scallop behind the taupe satin. That's going up both sides. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame. That goes all the way around to the back. And then that goes up both sides where it kind of crosses here. And then you've got the sleeves that are heavily beaded as well. The center part of it is on tulle, and then the outside is attached to the satin. So you have this big area here. Comes all the way down. This is all on satin down the middle of this. Down to the bottom here is another one of those heavily beaded flowers. And this is held together with snap. There's another one. No satin covered buttons today. How about that? I could have swore one of them had some pearl buttons. I'll have to, oh no, maybe it was on the sleeve. So that's the sleeve of this one. Let me turn it over so you can see the back. Not as much beadwork on the back, which is typical, but you do have this going all the way around to the back, that scallop and those beaded flowers. And this is the back. Oops, I'm caught. This is the back side, and it's hanging off. They are also, these appliques hanging off the bottom around the back. Gorgeous bodice. This dress was beautiful. I had a hard time. This one was hanging up on my wall for months before I got up the gumption to cut it, and that was hard making the first cut because it was so beautiful. So this is bodice number 5. I am asking $20 for this one. It is spectacular. And this one has to go priority mail, but I'm going to try my darndest to get it into a flat rate padded envelope. If I can, then the shipping will be, US will be, I think, $7.50. If not, I'll have to quote you a price. So again, if you are, I'm selling these one per person. If you're interested in more than one, send me your order of preference so that I can go down the list, and if any of them are available, you will get them. And that's all I have for today. I am probably not going to be doing a video next weekend because this project that I've been working on at work for the last 18 months is coming to fruition, and I will most likely be working next weekend, actually throughout the weekend, because this is our go live for this project. So wish me luck, and that's it for now. Bye.